Hello everyone. It seems that lots of people are putting algebra videos on YouTube these days, so here's mine. They mostly tell you how to attack something you might find on the SAT or in a math Olympiad or something like that. Well, this is a first-year algebra level problem that is much easier than it appears, and what I want to do is make you aware of how to attack it. It's this hideous looking equation. 2 times x to the power of 3 minus the sine of x minus 1 minus x to the power of x to the 5th plus the 7th root of x equals 1. Did I read all that right? I think I did. It's 2x to a power minus x to some other completely unrelated looking power equals 1. Think about this and think about whether there's any way it could be easier than it looks. You can pause the video if you'd like to think a little longer. Well, what I want to emphasize here is that you should be looking at what you have in front of you, not thinking about what to do, but rather asking yourself what it means. Mathematics is not just a matter of crunching numbers or crunching formulas, hastening to do a procedure that you were taught. Mathematics is about understanding what the formulas mean. Well, the first thing we see looking at these, we might want to make those two exponents be the same thing. And they don't look like there's any way to do that. There's a sine function in one of them, and a 7th root and a 5th power in the other. And I don't remember anything to do with 5th powers or 7th roots that also involves the sine function. If there'd been a square root there, I'd go looking in trigonometry to see if there's a way I could relate that to the sine. But this is not like that. So what else can we do? Well, what would happen if those pesky exponents went away? Then we'd have a really easy equation to solve. 2x minus x equals 1. Is there a way they could go away? Is there any number, any positive real number, whose exponent does not matter? Yes, there is one. 1 to any power is 1. If x were 1, those exponents would trouble us no more. Let's plug in 1 and see what happens. It works. 2 times 1 minus 1 equals 1. You've got it. It's always a good idea with an SAT type problem to try a few small integers that might be special cases just to see what happens. Sometimes you get lucky like this. The rest of the time they tell you something about the size of the number you're looking for. Particularly on a test like the SAT, they give you numbers to try. It's multiple choice. Try the one that's easiest to try and see what happens. The more advanced mathematicians among us will probably want to know whether there are other solutions. Well, first of all, since we're raising numbers to non-integer powers, we're dealing only with positive real numbers. If you want to go chasing off in wild directions across the complex planes, that wasn't what was assigned for this problem. Sticking to positive real numbers, I made a graph of the function using a computer and found that it goes strongly negative for higher values of x. That's because the x to the 5th term dominates and is subtracted from the smaller term. So we don't have to worry about solutions with large values of x, but there is another solution around 1.3, and I have not tried to find it by other than numerical methods. I leave that to those of you who like a real challenge. So that's all I have for you here. Keep enjoying mathematics.